Good morning, Fatherhood. For the rest of us, how are you doing today? I'm going to do another one of the Nurtured Heart Approach core methodologies. This is number 2 on here. That's called Absolutely Yes. I will super energize experience of success. Again, this is from the Nurtured Heart Approach. I've been attending some training. This is actually the second time I've attended this training. This is a more in-depth version of it. And the type of training that it is it's positive reinforcement. Positive reinforcement for our children, supporting them, building them up, and helping them to grow. And this isn't only, the only use for this isn't with our children, right? Once we kind of get into practice with this, using our children, with our children, we can then apply it elsewhere. It's funny because the lady who, Susan, as she's up there, she goes, you can use it with your coworkers, you can use it with your significant others, etc. Use it on your boss. And it's true. But before we get into that, I just want to make sure that you know that it's got greater application than simply just with our children. And that's pretty exciting because it's a really great framework, and it's a really great way to go about things. And so today, again, it's about super energizing these moments where we catch our children doing some amazing things. The first one is, I will relentlessly create and energize positivity and success through my relationships, or my recognitions and relationship. They talk about one example is when your baby first learns how to walk, right? Remember how exciting you were when, and maybe if you haven't gotten there yet, or how you're going to be when your child first takes their first steps. You're over the moon. You're like, oh, Bobby, Billy, you're right, Carson. With Finn and Liam. Finn, our child Finn, he was up and running around within like 9 months, and we were like, oh my God, that's so great, Finn, you're doing such a great job. And we keep encouraging him. And even like other little things, sleeping in their bed at night, making the bed, or doing all these things as they're younger. And Susan points out, she goes, as they get older, once they get towards like 8 or 9, these things are like expected, and instead of encouraging them and saying, oh wow, it's really great that you got your homework done before I asked you to do it, it's really great that you ate all your dinner, good job eating your vegetables. Instead, we start saying, why didn't you eat your vegetables? Why isn't this done? Why isn't that done? They really encourage that you don't stop that high effusive praise that we're talking about, like when they started doing their baby steps. That's one example there. I will energize and nurture firsthand experience of success. Finding them being successful in those moments, right? Be super hyper about it. Be over the top about it. Why not? This is also taught in the Kasdan method. He's the Yale professor and director of child behavior science. He's got 40 years in this stuff. And this I've seen work firsthand with our children, with just to an amazing degree, where you don't even have to do it like to perfection. All you've got to do is put just the smallest amount of effort into it, and you'll see some tremendous results of your investment in time, and just saying, I'm trying to think of the examples for this week. Honestly, even like this, even just yesterday, I'll use the example of trying to catch them doing well and having success or catching them do the right thing. Because it says right here, I will not just catch kids being good, but will see the miracles in the molecules of success. And to me, that means, the smallest things that you see them doing well that lead up to the success that they're going to have. Again, yesterday, Liam was playing football, and he'd come over to the sidelines, and I'd let him know. I said, look, great job, running. You had a great effort, and you stayed ahead of this, that person. But the one I really keyed in on is I saw him, he kind of goofs off, and he's a kid, right? So I saw him kick over a cone, but I also saw him, pick the cone back up and go put it where it was supposed to be without anybody asking him. And that was what was great. I was like, buddy, I saw that. And I'm really proud of you for picking that back up and putting it back where it was. The other thing that he did yesterday during football was he picked up some piece of plastic out in the field and brought it back, and he wanted to do something with it artistically. And I said, buddy, I really think that's cool that you found this piece of what other people would consider trash, and you're finding a great use for it, and you're interested in being creative and doing something artistic. And I really meant that. And then finally, again, he had something that he picked out, a flower for his mom, and I said, I love that you're thinking of your mother, and you're thinking something that she wasn't able to be here tonight with us to hang out, and you wanted to make her part of the experience. Those are the molecules, the building blocks of their success, and to continue to build them up, to continue to find the inherent greatness, not just catch them being good, but we'll see miracles in the molecules of success. And the other part too is this is also, absolutely yes, I will super energize. Experience of success takes into account the video game theory, which we talked a little bit about yesterday. And the parts of that video game theory are that when something good happens, that they're rewarded, or they're noticed the very moment, or as close to that moment as you can let them know that they're doing something good. And super energizing, guys. It may feel goofy, and I can tell you that when we did this a couple years back now with Finn and Liam, Meg kind of felt like it was over the top during the first couple of weeks, and for all intents and purposes, it seemed like it, but the results showed up. And if you're looking for the results, right, if you're putting in all of this effort to have your children, have a successful life, to experience success, and for you to be a part of that, which you already think that you are, why not give these things a shot? Why not? The amount of effort is really only to overcome the initial feeling of this feels goofy, this isn't what I normally do. And here's the deal, guys. If you're happy with the results that you're getting, keep doing what you're doing. But if you'd like to see something different, you're going to have to change a little bit. There's going to have to be a little bit of change. You're going to have to overcome a little bit. It's not necessarily even getting comfortable being uncomfortable. It's just it's a different way of being. It's not uncomfortable. It's just a different state of who you are. So there is no discomfort, and there is no being uncomfortable. There's just another way of being, And if you're excited for your children, and you show that, and it has these results, then that new way of being that you are now is having the results that you wish. So sorry that got a little clumsy there on the back end, but that's really what I'm trying to say is it's going to be different. It's a different approach, but the results, guys, I can guarantee you, are just so amazing, and it's so great to have that. I love the results that came about when we tried it, and this fairly same methodology, just a different way of expression. Give it a shot. Again, today has been the Nurtured Heart Core methodology. This is the second of the 3 stands of the Nurtured Heart approach. This is stand number 2, and this is absolutely yes, I will super energize experience of success. We also covered the video game theory and baby steps. All right, guys, take it easy.